So I'll hop right into it. What's up, everybody? I'm John Avila. I work with Sound the Groove. We're an event production company. We book shows nationwide, and of course, concerts aren't really a thing right now. They're kind of on hold. So we thought this would be a great opportunity to introduce you to some of the phenomenal artists that we work with. And today, we're going to be introducing you to an amazing artist that we work with in New York. Her name is Jenny Angel. We actually just recently booked her at the Durham Music Club in the East Village of the city. Jenny, how are you doing today?
Hi, I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. God, this is such a cliche question to ask. How's the weather like out there?
That's really funny because I mean, right now it's a legitimate question because it could be like 70 degrees one day and then it can be like snowing and freezing in the next like 2 hours.
Yeah, I miss the bipolarness of just New York's weather.
Yeah, it's nuts, but it's nice out now, and we had a little bit of rain in the morning, and then I was able to run. It was like 57 out, so it was pretty nice.
Rad. It's like 98 here in Vegas, so it's pretty. It's pretty bad. But I mean, I can't complain because New York has like those just outrageously humid summers. So yeah, I'm not going to complain. But cool, yeah, so for everybody watching and for everybody that's going to watch over the next 24 hours, Jenny Angel is a phenomenal artist. Again, we work with her in New York. Gosh, there's quite some history to you. Like I was looking up. You're originally from Georgia. You're now New York-based. You've been nominated for a couple of awards. I did some digging. You've played flute, tuba, piano, guitar. I'm actually reading off a list here because you have all these, different talents.
Wow, you did good.
But yeah, I guess, just for everybody who hasn't met you yet, I guess, just kind of tell us a little bit about yourself. How long have you been performing, your music, why you do what you do? Just tell us a little bit about you.
Well, I mean, I've always been involved in music since I was little. My mom went to one of my sister's graduations and she lost me. We had no idea where I went, and the principal was like, there she is. At 3 years old, I was up on the stage. So she was like, a star is born. Constantly, just always up there. There was theater programs. As soon as could be on stage, I would beg the teachers for solos and, all that. And then I started writing my own stuff when I was like 13. I wrote some like serious songs and in college in high school and college, joined up with a couple people, wrote some songs, and then I started taking it to a professional level like a year and a half ago, where I just revisited some old stuff that I wrote in high school. And then, I just started songwriting again and released my first single a year ago in June.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So did you start off with like covers and then evolved into more of your original work?
I started practicing the guitar again, and I would go live practicing, and then I would like play the guitar, and it sounded awful. Like I'll go back into my memories and I'll listen to it. I'm like, oh my gosh, I forgot so much. 10 years, you just lose a lot. But I didn't play for a long time, but it was pretty cool to to go back and bring out and then after I did some covers, and I was like, oh, I wrote songs before, like I can write my own song again. And then I went and revisited the old stuff and brought that back to life. So it was pretty cool.
Awesome. Cool. And how long have you lived in New York?
I was 5 when we moved here.
Wow.
Yeah.
Cool. So basically, long you're New York.
Long time, but I went to college in Dallas, Texas, and then, lived up, just traveled everywhere since then. But now I'm in New York.
Right on. Well, cool. Well, we're happy to have you here. Out of curiosity, I've been asking everybody, like, what have you been doing to kind of keep yourself busy during the quarantine?
Well, I'm a teacher, so I'm pretty busy with that stuff, the distance learning, getting the hang of, getting that. That's kind of crazy. And then I've had a lot of time to write songs. It's been crazy doing these, like, live videos and stuff, but I wish I could be on stage. Yeah, I was supposed to play at Drum. It got moved twice, the date. And then I was supposed to open for Lone Star, and that got pushed, but it got postponed till November 14th. So guys, got tickets for sale.
Got it. Okay, cool. So yeah, I mean, a lot of these, I just remember it was just like a big wave, like everywhere, because we book shows. We're still like a small company, and there's like a few of us working in the company, but we book shows. Our outreach is pretty far. And it was just this massive wave of just Seattle shows got canceled, our New York shows got canceled. I remember you were on one of those shows, and I just remember that whole conversation.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know, once things get back to normal, you know, that's what I'm looking forward to, is just to actually be able to, like, you know, shout from the front row at whoever's performing. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, speaking of performing, you know, it seems to have come natural to you. Like you said, you're 3, they found you on stage. What would you say, like, your biggest, like, music influences were growing up?
Oh man. Well, growing up, I listened to a lot of Ace of Base. Chumbawamba was one of my first CDs. The Beatles, Celine Dion. My uncle got me a bunch of tapes of Celine Dion. Hanson was a huge influence. I have a guitar signed by Hanson. I got to play at the New York State Fair up there in Syracuse, yeah. And then I got to meet them afterwards, which was really cool. Their music and their style I love. Incubus, I love John Bellion. I have a lot of influences. Miranda Lambert, Dolly Parton, like all those country ladies, like, yeah, they're just amazing.
Awesome. Rad. And then, so I always ask this question to everybody. What would you say is the weirdest thing, or the weirdest thing that's ever happened to you at a show or on tour?
I don't know.
Okay, cool. We could always skip that.
There's so many weird things.
Yeah, I've been getting just a kick out of listening to everybody just tell me what their weirdest experiences were. Like, I know I don't know, I've got a huge list of mine, but I know for once we actually had somebody give birth at a show. Someone in the audience, obviously not on stage, but yeah, so that ranging to like a bunch of other things. So I'm always just curious, like, what is like the weirdest things people have dealt with at shows? Anyway, but that's a story for another time.
There's so many thoughts in my mind right now, and I don't know so I don't know. If I can think of something and stick with it, I'll come back.
All good. Well, yeah, while we're, you know, in the quarantine and everything, I saw that you had you performed earlier today live. You mentioned that you were supposed to be in the Keys, was it?
Yeah.
Gotcha. Was it a performance or?
Yeah, so there was the Original Music Festival in Key Largo that booked for me and my boyfriend to go down and play. They're doing like a songwriter series, so we were supposed to have 45 minutes each, and there's so many people down there, and I was like, oh man, we can make so many connections, and then we can relax on the beach and maybe play a couple like acoustic shows at some of those busy bars and stuff. And it was just, this whole thing was just, it got canceled first, and then the resort was like, we're not taking anybody, and then I don't know. So that was pretty sad, but it was really cool to be selected. A lot of people have they sent over a couple hundred, almost 1,000 people have sent in, you know, applications to be.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, only a select few of us got picked. So it was pretty cool to be selected for it. So that's cool. Got that under my belt. I can write that on my resume.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, cool. Well, so while we're doing this, did you have any like news or information that you want to promote? Any things that you'd want to announce?
I do. The only thing would be, sorry, I lost my right here.
You're good.
The only thing would be, just my song, Move On. I am playing that constantly. It's on radio stations I have. And another interview with a couple other radio stations coming up. If you follow my business page, Jenny Angel Music, you can see them coming up and, follow along and listen to those. So just subscribe on YouTube so I can go live on YouTube. I want to do that. That's on the list of things to do. And I think that's pretty much it.
Awesome. Well, yeah, so for everybody watching, and we're going to leave this on our Instagram story for 24 hours, but everybody who's going to watch, definitely check out Jenny Angel. It's at Jenny Angel Music. As far as her song Move On, I don't know if you know this, Jenny, but it's on our Spotify already. So if you guys follow our Spotify playlist, it's definitely in there. But definitely check her out. And I understand that you wanted to do an acoustic performance today?
Yeah, sure.
Awesome, cool. So what I'm going to do, just so I'm not awkwardly staring at the screen while you perform, I'm going to go ahead and put the camera on basically your at your Instagram page so everybody knows where to follow you. And then we'll definitely say goodbye after your performance so it's not like an awkward cutoff.
Okay, cool. I'm
Cool.
going to on my face. Why don't you just let me know that you're gonna let me go? Your words don't show what your actions do. Just say what you mean, and I will move. I knew something just wasn't right when you stopped showing up at night. No more hour-long phone calls, no more lifetime walks and talks, no more tea time in the kitchen, no more runs. Oh, I'm done. Oh, this is done. On to the next one. On to a new town. On to something different than this. Now go on without you. On my own time. On to something new. Why don't you just let me know that you're gonna let me go? Your words don't show what your actions do. Just say what you mean, and I will move. If you have someone new, if you just think we're through, all you gotta do is say a word or two. Just let me know, and I'll go on to the next one. On to a new town, on to something different than this. Now go on without you. On my own time, on to something new.
Awesome.
That's all she wrote.
Cool. Well, so everybody, that's Jenny Angel. We work with her in New York. Phenomenal artist. Definitely check her out at Jenny Angel Music. And of course, when shows become a thing again, we're absolutely going to continue working with her with places like Drum and the Delancey and plenty other places that we work with in New York. So Jenny, thank you so much for being with me today. And yeah, we'll absolutely, we'll keep this up on our story for 24 hours. We're also going to post it on our YouTube, and then we're going to put it on our IGTV as well.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Have a great day.
I will. You too.
Bye.
Bye.